All right. We are going to also show you, everyone here, and thanks for sticking with us on, again, we call them up. They're shitty shows. We get it. We like to have fun. Dusty and Sting will be going for the World Tag Team Championship. We are going to see here a couple of things. We're going to see here why Crockett started to go down, because you would have non-finishes, right? But again, you're putting main event matches on TV, and so you're not going to always get a clean finish with a main event match on TV. And you're also going to see why Dusty got a lot of heat, too.
I guess it's worth mentioning that Sting has only been a made man here for a few months, of course. Clash of the Champions, the very first one, went down in March of this year. We're here in early June. So just a handful of months later, and he's in the main event on another Clash. So, of course, this is Clash 2. They're coming back from Clash 1 where he was on top with Flair. Now he's here with Dusty against two of the Horsemen. And that's sort of what you're talking about. It looks like, Sting's got the hot hand. Of course, the Horsemen are involved in every major angle. And now Dusty just naturally inserts himself. And a lot of people would say that physically Dusty here had let himself go and was no longer the in-ring performer he was before, but the fans still react to him huge. What say you?
I agree, especially in this state of Florida.
Right.
He was a major star in Florida, and this is where he should main event. So, yeah, he inserts himself. He gets Sting hot. He was the booker, right? He gets Sting hot, and now he inserts himself beside Sting as his tag team partner. This is not too long before the Brainbusters took off for New York, right?
Yeah. I mean, they're not going to be here much longer. I think everybody around this time was sort of looking for a way out. I think a lot of people really thought, this is going to be the end here. I mean, they're going to debut in October, up north. They leave, I believe, on September 10th, if I have my timeline right. And this is June. So they don't have much longer before they're out of here too, just like the Bushwhackers.
Right. Well, again, it's Crockett Promotions is having problems right now financially. And it just so happens it coincides with the, putting your main events on TV. Dusty's, I'm sure, right here feeling the pressure of being a booker and things going downhill. And he and Jimmy have moved on to Dallas, Texas by this time. They have purchased the UWF. So things are not going well for the company right now at this time. And it's really, look, you go down to Miami and you got Dusty Rhodes in the main event. You can only draw 2,000 people in Miami.
Yeah. Sign of the times.
Yeah, it was sign of the times.
This is June of 88. As a reminder, Crockett sells in November of 88, right? I mean, they were on the verge of bankruptcy, allegedly. And supposedly the number is like 9 million. That's what TBS buys them out for.
Right. And they were on the verge of bankruptcy. They couldn't afford to make their payments. They used to buy, and I used to be involved in this. They used to make, they used to have a Diners Club card, David Crockett's Diners Club card that would put all the airline tickets on, and they weren't able to pay those bills, and things weren't going well at all. And all of a sudden one day, their controller, I guess David Johnson, said, "You know what? We don't have any more money," and so they have to sell it for, I guess, a song and a dance. And I guess if you think about how much the company was worth in 1986, and you think $9 million, and I know it's the late 80s, but to me that doesn't seem much. Am I right?
Yeah, I agree.
For your company's business, the business that your dad brought in, nurtured. Just couldn't keep up with the Joneses, so to speak. The Joneses being the WWF at that time.
How crazy is it to think in hindsight that Crockett sells for 9 million, WCW sells for 2?
Yeah. How about that? And how much you think Vince has made off WCW?
At least tenfold.
Well, but tenfold, yeah. Absolutely. It has helped funnel his network which has made him billions of dollars, which in turn made him more billions of dollars. Now he's hooking up with Fox. Good God. Good God. There's a little stinger. He seems bored out of his fucking gourd.
No, he's not bored. He's not as bored as he was during that Al Perez match.
Yeah, I guess now they're pretty excited now.
Look at the great little stuff that Arn Anderson does. I know we put his ass over all the time, but man, if you want to be a wrestler, is there anybody to watch just the little subtle things that Arn does than anybody else? I think he's the best. Yeah,
you know what? Arn had the aptitude for it. I say this. There are guys, you can just watch guys who are working now, and you can watch guys who were working back then who had an aptitude for the business. Arn Anderson had probably more of an aptitude than anybody else. I mean, I never thought, and this is not a slight on Lex Luger, I never thought Lex had an aptitude for the business.
Right. Well, he had
a good look.
He had an aptitude for lifting weights.
Right.
But Arn, like just the little things that I don't even think you have to instruct. By the way, watching Dusty do this, our great friend of the show, Mr. Dick Bourne, he absolutely hates when Dusty does this sort of the over the top. Yeah, it's my favorite. And that's like one of the only things Dick and I ever disagree on. He hates when he's out there doing this almost cartoonish, pantomime stuff. And I fucking love it. It's my favorite thing Dusty does.
I thought Dusty's, when he used to do the flip flop and fly and he would whip his arms around. I loved it.
I did too. Like even right here when he stares at the punch first and then switches to an elbow. That's good. Fucking Dick Bourne does not like that at all. I love it.
Yeah. Well, Dick Bourne is old school Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling. Yeah, even more than I am.
He wants to see Dory Funk put on a 2-hour spinning toe hold.
Right. And he wants to see Wahoo McDaniel and Johnny Valentine forearm each other to death is what he wants to see. I understand. I get it. I grew up in that era.
How about the figure four was an over move? When he locked it on, half the crowd stood up.
Yep. Hell, it's still an over move. If you think about it.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Have you ever had the figure four put on you in real life?
No, I'm not. Have you?
Yes. You have
Did the champ put it on you?
No. I mean, as a kid.
Oh, as a kid.
Yeah, not as an adult. Who's putting fucking figure fours on people as an adult?
Well, you get a couple of beers in you and you get drunk and you play, and you're at the Conrad with all your funny friends and all of a sudden say, hey, put the figure four on me. Hand me a beer there, Cassio. Here, here, Judy Booty, a big booty Judy, put the figure four on me. I'll sell for you. Yeah. And here, while you put the figure four on me, Judy, Cassio, drop an elbow on me. Okay. I can see that happening at the Conrad.
It's never happened, but for the purposes of our story from now on, her name is Judy Booty.
Judy Booty.
Booty, Judy. By the way, they celebrated an anniversary recently, and I retweeted like their reception photo or whatever, and half the comments were about, man, what is it with all these Alabama guys out kicking their coverage? Which I thought was great.
Hey, no one has outkicked their coverage like Jay-Z. No one.
Oh, I would agree with that. I mean, Jay-Z is a big, goofy, silly bastard. I mean, what a douche he is. But right. Yeah. He wears like Teva sandals with like the Velcro straps, but he's got on the athletic socks with like the gray toes and the gray heels. And then he's got on like plaid cargo shorts and then like a Seymour Snot Gouge Pro Wrestling, indie wrestling shirt. And he wears a championship belt that says Mad Head Game. Yes, that means what you think it does. And white Oakley sunglasses. And he's
married to Chelsea.
And he's bald. Like not like his choice. He's just bald. I mean, that is I think somebody said online, that's the I yell at my wife in public starter kit. I mean, he probably has like a cell phone clip for his belt, right?
God.
No, that's all real.
Oh, I know it's real. I know. I met the son of a bitch. I saw him out the corner of my eye when I was passing out, dying in your basement that one time.
It's really weird too, because you meet his wife and you're like, she's so sweet. Yeah. And you just think, poor thing. She's got to be just like really, really dumb to be with Jay-Z. Right. And then you find out she's a school teacher and you're like, I mean, does she just lack common sense? She's clearly not dumb, but how does one wind up with J fucking Z?
Well, it's got to be kind of Low-key big hog type stuff, you know?
It's got to be. I mean, that's the only answer.
That's got to be the answer.
Or maybe he really did win that title fair and square. I don't know.
Wow. Arn Anderson sells that as well as anybody, man. Why are we taking this fucking wide shot? Good God. What are we doing? That wide shot is not selling anything. I mean, you just see darkness all around and people sitting on the floor. That's it. If it was completely sold out, you'd have a good wide shot. What a fuck.
Hey, you know what I just realized?
What?
Tony Schiavone, who's on commentary for this show, will be at StarCast. So will Teddy Long, Hall of Fame referee.
Yeah.
So will Tully Blanchard.
Yeah.
And so will the son of the American Dream, Cody Rhodes.
Wow. How about that?
It's your main event.
That is your main event, man. Absolutely.
Except it's not Miami Mayhem. It's Chicago Mayhem.
Wow. Great double team from the Brainbusters. Of course, they weren't known as the Brainbusters at that time, but man, they were tremendous. You had to dig what they could do, man. And again, stop with the fucking wide shot. Please stop. Thank you. It's like you don't have another shot to take. Jesus. I mean, we've seen those wide shots now. We've seen two of those wide shots. Well, hello, young fella. Two of those, could have been a young lady. Two of those wide shots in the last 30 seconds. Stop it.
DDT on the floor.
You notice how I get pissed off about shitty production?
Yeah.
It's because in my heart of hearts, I'm a producer, Conrad. Not an announcer. I'm a producer. I want good TV. You understand?
Well, there's good TV Friday nights on BN Sports, MLW Fusion.
I'm proud to be part of that.
By the way, did I tell you that Barrington Hughes followed me on Twitter?
How about Barrington, huh?
I'm just saying, he's like my caramel brother.
Yeah, man. Barrington's a cool guy, man.
I think we're going to get
cool
together.
guy. I have a lot of time for him.
We're going to get together one day and fuck up some buffets.
Yeah. How about the one in Ackworth?
I'd go
at the Shoney's.
I'd go in there with Barrington.
Absolutely. Go right in by and say, I want some ham cubes on this salad right now, motherfuckers. But I'm backslide Sting. What? Teddy, would you get down and count 1, 2? Oh, 2 count. All right. I'm kind of getting into this. I'm warming up for my next gig with MLW here. Getting warm. Tully Blanchard with a knee into the midsection. Sting looks in trouble here, Conrad. Reversal. Tully goes in. He goes up. Oh, my God. He stun gunned him. The stone cold stunner up against the rope. Get off of that goddamn shot. Stop it. Stop. Take 2. Take 2. Take it now. Whew. Holy shit. I'm going to call Tommy Edwards. Say, Tommy, what the fuck were you doing? Jesus. And here comes the dream, man. Elbows. Everybody bumps for him. Even JJ. JJ doing they call that the hully gully that JJ would do. When you get on the rope like that, do the hully gully.
It's his favorite.
Yeah. And now Dusty is going to get ready to go home here. Big elbow. Should be able to cover, but we're going to have a disqualification here eventually. All 4 men go in the ring. This always was a sign that something was going to happen when all 4 men are in the ring. Threw Teddy down. What the fuck? Ring the bell. It's over. So how do you think this was? Do you think this is a good way to end a Clash of the Champions?
Well, I mean, I don't think they even really knew what they were doing here at the Clash of the Champions quite yet, just because this was only the second one.
Oh my God, here he comes. Or was that Barry Windham? That's Windham. Holy shit, I thought it was Flair at first because he had a nice jacket on. But Wyndham's got the claw. You know, that claw is pretty hell of a move there, Conrad.
Fuck you.
Pretty damn good move.
No, it's not.
Oh, yeah, it is. Look at that. It's bringing Dusty down to the mat. Look at that. He's got the fingers gripped into the temples. His hand is so big. It's across the – and Dusty, look at – Dusty cannot get away from it. Look at that. That may be one of the best claws. That may be the best claw in the history of our great sport.
Oh my God.
Look at that. Look at that claw, man. That's just right from his dad. That's from Blackjack. Blackjack got that from Killer Kowalski. And, he got that from Baron von Raschke. And he got that from that guy somewhere in Texas. Oh, the Von Erichs got that from them. Look at that. Dusty can't get away. He can't get away.
This is
man, I tell you, this is reinventing the claws, what this is doing. Look at that, Dusty. Dusty still can't get away. And they're trying to kick Dusty loose, and he still can't get away. And with that, we're going to want you to join us for the main event Sunday at 5:35 p.m. Eastern Time. Why not? Why not go off while they're kicking Dusty and promote the main event?
No, we're not done.
We're not?
No.
Whew.
Coming back from a break.
Well, of course we're not. I guess brought to you by
Hanes
Underwear.
Which
Dusty Rhodes never wore Hanes underwear under his jeans.
Klondike Bill, on the other hand, may or may not have eaten some. Now, Tony Schiavone here with her sassafras. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so glad to be inside the building. They told me I could call the last match. Little did I know it was that shit show. I decided to just stay out in the parking lot. Called my agent. He didn't answer. Called Cowboy. He said, I'm fucked on my payday. So I sold him this territory. Now I'm getting fucked out of my money. But this guy right here thinks he's got job security. He's fucking out of here.
Yeah, that's okay. And listen here, I'm going to be gone here. Bye-bye from Miami.